Okay, day three. Night three of just doing these demos that I'm trying to catch up on that we got requests for a little while ago. This one is a much newer one. Looks pretty cool. I just thought I'd jump on it. I said it was only 30 minutes long. So expecting to jump in with that. All the other demos have been like an hour and a half plus sometimes. So this should be nice. Nice little one. So, well, card game. Dice game, sorry. You again. Die. Big guy. I don't think we're gonna kill him. I feel like this is setting us up to fail, right? You put the dice into here. This is Dicey Dungeons. One of my favorites. Dicey Dungeons, super underrated, very, very fun game. He has 680. We want to get 30 block. He's gonna do 90 damage. We're gonna die. This is not a match that this game wants us to win. Although we do have 15 block at the start. And again 10 block at the end of turn. So we're gonna be able to block one of these 3 extra dice. 10 bloodlust. We get power when we hit. Maybe we can. Save dice for next turn, reroll dice. Well, do 40 damage is pretty nice. 15 damage 2 times is also nice. This is gain attack power, so we could just put a 1 in there. I do think we need the block, so we're gonna have to go for the block first. We can go for a 12, and then here we can put the rest, and we can do, should be more than 40 damage because we have power, so 55. Oh, that was cool, right? The woo. So now we should have 60 block, or 55 block when I end my turn here. Yeah, so we're only gonna take 35 damage. Not so bad. But still not great, is it? Double your power seems insane. Only use once during a battle, 3 times that damage, not great. Deals damage back, gain 5 spike. We can do that. We can put in I'm gonna put in a 5, a 3, and a 2. We can put anything in here. We can save a 6 for next turn, and then we can do 3 times 6 damage. Let's do 5 times 4 damage. Boom, boom, boom. We might actually win. No, well, we are going to take 90 here, so we are already dead. Even though we got all the blocks that we could. This has happened before. Yeah, I thought it was an unwinnable fight. But everything is different now. It's changed. Oh, we've got a run. Okay, enemy. So Dicey Dungeons was obviously, it was like a roguelike, right? But it had very set runs. It didn't really had some randomness. And then obviously the dice were very random on their own, but the actual runs themselves weren't that random. Now, this is going to be more random. So we've got a run. Defeat your enemies by playing cards from your hand. Cards require dice to play. Once you are out, end your turn, and you get new dice. Tutorial. We are already good. 5 types of card. Different use amounts. Card sizes. You know the thing is, if a player has 2 or more small cards in the deck together, they are given to the player together. Cool. Right? Much like Dicey Dungeons, you equip them. Have yourself. Yellow buffs are unique positive effects. Purple are debuffs. Pink buffs are unique for enemies. Okay? And we have the items. 8 slots. We have helmet, armor, amulet, legs, and then rings and hands. Okay. Enjoy. So, I actually didn't even need that tutorial because this... I don't want to... we didn't need the tutorial, really, because the game makes a lot of sense just looking at it, right? Like, it's a good design of... It knows... It's explained just by literally looking at the screen. Now, I don't want to say that this game is responsible for that, of that good design, right? Like, it is very clearly Dicey Dungeons, like, kind of mixed with a card game a little bit, because it's got the deal 3 damage, this plus 2 block. Gain power is very not Dicey Dungeons, if I remember correctly. Gaining power, it doesn't seem to be, but there were all sorts of buffs and debuffs in that game as well. They were just called different things. So I can't really be sure, but yeah, essentially this is Dicey Dungeons. We're gonna get this to get 6 block. That's gonna block at least this guy. And then if we get this one in here, we get another 4 block. So we're almost blocking these guys fully. Gaining power here. And then we can damage just one guy with quite a bit there. End turn. We take 1 damage and we've still got this 2 power. Yeah. Increasing power. We're very clad iron, ironclad, clad iron, very ironclad right now. So this guy's gonna debuff the player by 3, which is not good. I would like to kill him, but I don't think we can. This is gonna buff himself. I really don't like this, but I feel like if we can just kind of take this guy out right now, it would be good. I think if we just go gain 2 power, if we do 8 there, but if we do, yeah, the 3, that's gonna be 7 damage. Yeah, I guess I don't want him to debuff us, so if we just do this, it's only 7. But if I do this, it's 7 still. So then I can boom, and then we can save this for next turn and end. He's gonna get more powerful, but that's okay. So we only got 1 to deal with now, so we can block. Oh shit, he's got 3 attacks. I did not expect that. Right, well, let's do 8 block immediately to block almost 2 of those, and then we can do, we want to put 1 in here. We actually can get another ×2 block, so that is almost all those, and then this is the full block. So then we can just do this, do 12 damage, and we're looking peachy here. We're gonna kill this guy next turn. Not take any more damage. This is right, we've got items up here, so it's a very, very clearly a mix between Slay the Spire and Dicey Dungeons. But like I say, I am very, very for Dicey Dungeons. I think it is hugely underrated. This is kind of a weird one because I think it needs a 1 to 3 in there. But we should probably just go and kill the guy. Because we need a 1 to 3 in there, but we also need 1 to 3 for the other one. Get 2 dice. Don't need to pluralize dice to dices, because dice is the plural of die, which is a very weird word. If any enemy intends to attack, gain 4 power is very cool. I think we take this. If we're going for like a power run, that seems really nice. Do I need to go and equip some stuff? Do we go here to equip stuff? Do we go to the deck to equip stuff? I guess this is just part of the deck now, because we can't map it out yet. Go to the next enemy. 7/7. Okay, so he does intend to attack. Let's gain 4 power immediately off the bat. Now this is +2 block. It's not gonna be great. Let's go for the 8 block. And then we're kind of screwed here, but we can boom. We can even re-roll a dice if we want to try and get some power up. Get some power up. There we go. So we've just gone up 6 power. That was awesome. Took a bit of damage, but we're okay. And now he's looking to buff himself. So we can go, we don't want to use spot weakness anymore. We can just instead go all in on attacks. So I want 3 here. We would like another 3 there. We could re-roll a dice and try and get a 3. Oh my god. We could re-roll this and try and get a 6. We didn't, but we can go for the 5. And then the 3. Oh, another one in here. You can use that 3 times. Okay, well, he's dead. Body slam. Block value. Need doubles. Not a huge fan. Heavy blade deal 15 damage. Double damage when HP enemy full. It's nice. They're nice. Burn can only use once during battle. The needing doubles is just too heavy, man. We haven't got any way to manipulate dice yet. That's what a lot of Dicey Dungeons does. We currently have a reroll and a save the dice for the next round, but we don't have any way to flip the dice, add the dice together, cut the dice in half, things like that. That's what Dicey Dungeons does best. It's the manipulation of the dice, not just the attacks. In this game, it's very Slay the Spire-y, so I do feel like maybe none of these are good for us right now. But also, I don't want to jump past a card thinking that I know the game better than I do when we've just started. So maybe we do want to take one of these. This deal block value damage. That's the problem. You already need to have block. Let's just go for Heavy Blade. It's not super good, I don't think, but maybe we can do something with it. Do we have a lot of gold? I don't know, but we want to go fight this elite and see what we get from it. So let's see what the shop can do for us. Okay. Items are going to be better for us. Vampirism is brilliant. 15 block at the start is okay. Freezing enemies very nice. Gain 2 solid, which is decreased damage taken. We have quite a bit of money. I think Vampirism's just really valuable, like, all the time. And then I have exactly enough to get this. Do we want it? Let's try and see if we can get a card. 15 block and 3 power. 3 spike is decent. Deal 10 damage and draw a new card is really nice. Because we get a new card if we ever need a block. This is going to come in a lot, like, real handy. But I would like this spike block as well. 10 is a lot. But 15 block is also a lot. I'm going to go for this one. But I do wish we could have got that quick hit as well. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe we'll have another opportunity to grab one of those. And the more cards we have, the better that card will be as well. So this enemy does not intend to attack. It intends to spike us, which is very bad because he's already got 40 shield. So I think we don't really have much here. I think we're going to try and gain 2 power. We reroll these smaller dice. That is just so bad. I think probably get a little bit of damage in. I was going to go for the spiky block, but to be honest, we need to do as much as we can before that spike goes on, because now we're in a lot of trouble. We do have Vampirism. Whenever I hit an enemy, I recover HP. Well, it didn't seem to heal me then, but maybe it will. He's going to do 30 damage. That's insane for us. That is insane. We are going to need that right there. The enemy does intend to attack. The need doubles. Deal double damage when he's at full life is awesome. We should use this. But I feel like if we do this first, we are going to take quite a bit of damage here. But I feel like it's just so good to get all that damage in as well. Before he gets too strong. Because he's an elite, so we expect it to take some damage. We do have a camp afterwards, so we're okay. We could put something in here, get another power, but he's going to shield himself and he's going to deal 10 damage. We don't think we can deal 27 damage to him right now. I can do actually 9, 18, 27. I absolutely can if I roll some worse dice. But we are going to take some hits. Oh my god, we did it. We're going to take some hits off the spike, but we killed him. We do have a potion. We just got another potion. Break the jug. Spelt wrong. This is B-R-E-A-K when you're destroying something. Heal 20 at the start. Gain 3 power just in general. And 2 more vampirism. That's 4 vampirism. Seems pretty insane. Heal 20 is also really good. But we are going for power gain. Let's do this. This is... We choose one. I was going to say. I think we go for the power and we can deal with vampirism right now. The camp. I don't know if we can upgrade cards in this game. It is rest camp. It says here. So I'm wondering if we don't do that right now. And we go fight another enemy. Because I don't want to waste an opportunity to get another card. Let's go fight. We're doing okay. 9 and 9 is pretty scary, but we can get this 15 block and the 3 spike, and I think that's really valuable. We can re-roll this. In fact, we don't want to re-roll. I think I'm going to gain the 4 power, and I think I'm going to get this block, which I should have done the other way around, but it's okay because we're going to block this. When you attack this creature, you get a poison. So we want to kill him very fast, which means let's build up block. We have no block. Let's not build up block. We can gain 2 power here, not that we need it. 5 damage is going to be 12, so we can unlock 7 power. So we want to kill him as fast as possible. So we want to be blocking as much as we can. Now the problem is, this is only going to do 15 damage. Which isn't great, but it allows us to attack less times. But we need doubles, so I'm going to roll this 5 and try and get... Well, we got it. But first we're going to power up. We're going to roll here. And then deal 3 damage. Let's see if we can roll higher. We'll do the 15 damage. We're going to take quite a bit here. We're going to take quite a bit. But this vampirism should be healing us. I don't know if it is, though. I don't see it working. It doesn't intend to attack. It's going to debuff by poisoning us a lot. However... We can do 12 with each of these, so we only need to do it 3 times, which means if we can roll a 1, 2, or 3 here, We did. We're going to kill him right now. That card's been amazing for us. And with Vampirism, it should be really good. And Vampirism is working. We are getting 2 hits per... 2 health per hit. Gain 2 vulnerable. Gain 1 dice from the next turn to the end of battle. Seems insane, but we take 50% more. That is so much damage. And right now, we're not doing great on life. I feel like we skip here. Go get an item. Come on, we need something good. Double current block is not great. Double your power is insane. This is gain 2 at the start of each turn, gain power. So we're going to gain... So doubling power is nice. Demon form is going to give us power each turn. Now, this requires 12, so it's probably going to take 2 turns to activate. This just requires 1/6. But it requires to already have some power. We're already going to start with 3 power anyway, so this doubles to 6 like immediately with a 6. This one is going to take 2 turns at least, and it's going to take 2 turns to activate. I think we're going to go with the limit break. I definitely get longer fights working in the favor of the other one, but so far we haven't had super long fights. I do think we're going to want to do this. We really need some block. We're going to have to put the 6 in here. And then I think we just do this whilst he's full life. At the end of turn, gain 7 block. That's not great. He's going to keep doing that. We're going to take 7 damage here. Alright, we need you to yeah, you're going to power yourself up. That's fantastic for us. We can do this, and then we can double the power. We're on 18 power, which is honestly absurd. I think we just go straight into here. When that comes back around, we're going to be able to use it immediately. You do intend to attack. We can gain... I mean, look, this is 23 damage. But he's going to attack us. I think probably... Oh, you know what? This isn't great. I feel like... This is 21 damage. We can do this 3 times. Let's reroll here. Let's do this. We can't kill it. It's going to be 21. He's got a shield, remember. So we've got to... He's got 85 life... 87 life. So this is 21 and 21 and 21. 1, 2, 3. So that's 63. 63 damage means he has 10 left here, so he's going to have 24 left. We're going to be 1 under, but if I put this here, I'm going to gain 4, and then that means this is going to be, if I gain 4, this is going to be, so this is currently 21, because it's 3 plus the 18, but if I put in here a dice, this is going to be 22 plus the 3, so it'll be 25, 25, 25. It's still, it's not enough, right? We are going to need 1 under the power that we need. It's crazy. It's crazy. We do need some block. We need some block. So this can give us 6 block. I would like to try and reroll this 5. It's a 6. Wait. A 6 is perfect then. It's going to be exactly the 24. Oh my god. Yes, boy. Math. This 6 was perfect. That is insane. Alright. 2 times that damage is really nice. Get 2 dice is pretty nuts. You can only use it once a turn, but once a game, but round fight, whatever you want to call it. I think we probably need to fight. Fighting another elite is pretty scary. We don't need the money. We do need the camp. I think fighting another elite might be the end of us right now. We can apply weakness and deal some damage. But maybe we go here and then we decide what we want to do. It's the same anyway. We're going to have to fight a normal enemy. So let's fight a normal enemy first. And then we'll decide what we're going from there. So, 19. I need some 4s really. So let's, if we can go here and roll this. I really want this 4 here, and I would love to reroll a 4. We didn't get a 4, but we got a 3. That's 14. We're only going to take 5 damage. Doubling the power here, not super value, but we can do some damage before he like buffs us up and stops us from getting in there. We're okay. And you know, the vampirism helps, right? We take some damage, but we're healing damage every time we hit him as well. I think gaining the 15 block here is just super huge. 15 block, it's going to block 2 of those. Then we could double this. He doesn't have full life. Probably not great. We could go into here and go into here and get the extra 5 block. We're going to only take 1 damage. And we do still have the vampirism. We'll get it back quickly. Okay. Now we do have the spike as well, so he's hurting himself. This is going to make us frail. Do not like this. I think he doesn't intend to attack, so spot weakness is worthless to us. Block seems to stay turn to turn. Like you hold it, which is a bit weird for games like this. So I think we can do this. We can do this. If I end turn, do we keep this block? We do. We do. So that's super good to know. That's very different to some games. So what we need to do is we can double the power. And then we can start going nuts on this fool. He's not going to be able to damage us right now. But if we try to reroll this 1. Well, we can reroll this 3. There we go. We can do 15 damage here. And we can even... Let's just do the damage. Let's go for the damage. We've got 8 block. We're doing okay. He's not going to attack us again. We can do another double. The spot weakness keeps showing up at the worst time, but it's okay. We're doing fine. I think just building up some block is pretty good. If we try and reroll... Oh, we should have rerolled that 4. Damn it! That was bad. We can do the damage here. I think we can gain the block here, and I think probably... Yeah, I just have to gain block as well. We could have saved it for the next turn, but we're okay. Building on block is fine. Building on block is not an issue. I think... Let's just do the damage. Probably we should have put some into power here, but we're okay. Let's just gain the block. We've built up too much of a defense now. He's not going to be able to get through. And even he's just going to die trying, so... Boom, boom. You're dead. Nice. And we healed up a lot by attacking him a lot. Actually, that's kind of a bad thing, because it allows us... That vampirism allows us to kind of abuse the game by taking it easy. We could have just built up block and just attacked him for low numbers until we filled his life out. And the problem with that is it's a really boring way to play, but it's very viable, and so people are going to do that, right? People... that's... What is the saying? That you will optimize the fun out of a game, right? And that is optimizing the fun out of a game. But people will do it for sure. Having another limit break seems absolutely insane. I'm going for it just to be fun. I think we can probably take an elite. Just 2 of them though is a different story, isn't it? 2 of them is a different story. So I think I want to gain the 4 power. Get 2 dice is pretty nice. Get 2 dice. Doubling power is pretty good here. Just because we can whilst we're doing it. Gaining the high block. Well, we could try and roll this. Doesn't matter. And we can try and roll this. Doesn't matter because we can do this. And then we can do this. I think we're going for the guy at the back, right? Because he's going to be the one that's debuffing us and stuff. End turn. So we're going to take some damage. But don't forget, we are healing a little bit each time. If we absolutely need to, we can just throw one of these down. But we would like to keep it for the boss. This is a lot of damage. I don't like this. This is a lot of damage. I really need to get rid of this guy at the back fast. I think probably being efficient with this here is good. I think re-rolling this. This is also good. We could just double the block up, but I think gaining the power is pretty nice as well. Don't forget, we're going to take an extra like full 15 here, but we have a lot of power now. And now we're going to have an insane amount of power. We've got 32. So even these pieces of damage here are going to wipe. And then we can just have a little bit of block. I mean, it's not much. It's not going to do anything. We could have just gone for the damage, to be honest. Probably would have been a better idea. But we're okay. We can look to gain another 4 power. Probably not. Actually, we can just oh, we already had a 2. Shit. We re-roll this 2. We do have the 5s if we want the 15. But I was gonna try and put them into here. We can put them both into here. Again, the block. And then we can put it in here, and we can put it in here. We're fine. We block the damage, and then we've got 38, which is basically like 4 hits and he's dead. What we want is this thing here, which we got. We want 2, 3. The 5, we can throw that up. 4. Nice. And sure, I guess we just block a little bit more. It's kind of killing himself just by attacking us now. He hits us one more time, he's dead. Or we just finish him off. We got hit a lot, but I think we did okay in general. A new keepsake is going to be awesome. Another vampirism is actually insane. 2 wound healing. When you get HP damage, get a rough sight. I don't know what that means. I wish I could hover over it. I hate when games do this. Get 1 power for each 50 gold. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's 8 power now. And we have the ability to double power, so we're going to choose that. We're going to start with 11 power on a fight, and with the ability to double it twice. All your attack damage, practice. This is a C also. It's a weird one. All your attack deal +3 damage with 1M. Just some little minor spelling errors, typos, but we're good. I think I want to get the rest to go for the fight, the big fight. Ooh, we get to clicking open the door. That was nice. I wanted to drag open the door. Okay, so we do have some little enemy will die if you kill the elite. Yes, but they're gonna keep pinging us for damage, which we really don't want. We have 11 power. I think probably we can go. We've got lots of 6s here, but the 6s aren't always super useful. They are good for this block. I think probably throwing a 1 into here. I know it's high, but I want to get this block, and I want to get this block. And then these 2, we can even get this block, and I can throw 1 in here to try and get something else. And we'll go for some damage. We'll finish that guy off next turn. And we've blocked the first round of attacks, and we've saved some shield for the next turn, because this guy's obviously going to go nuts. So we want to start throwing some damage out here. Can I just finish you with that? I can. What is this? Buff player by 3, debuff player, 3 fire dices. That's going to be Dicey Dungeon style, no doubt. Which means it's going to be, it's going to hurt me to use the dice. We can keep that 5. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of the 6, and we saw both cards at the same time. Unfortunate. So these fire dice are going to hurt now. But it's okay. This guy intends to attack, so I think we use that. And then I think we use this, and now we're on 34 already. We can get 8 block. Reroll the dice. 6. Reroll the dice. We'll keep the 6 and end turn. We're going to take some damage. We're going to take quite a lot of damage, but we've got so much power. We need to be careful with using too many dice, but the power is going to be huge. Double the power again, 100%. We want to be killing this guy in like 1 hit. So, I think probably we need to get that. And we can finish you off, smash you to pieces, and next turn you are absolutely donezo, because I've got more power than you've even got life. Oh no, you created a new guy. Unfortunate for you. Those guys melt, and we absolutely crushed it. Alright, we did it. Thank you for playing. Full version coming 2025. New characters, more enemies, bigger bosses, lots of new cards and items, different chapters, and much, much more. Well, yeah, it just kind of threw us in. Oh, this is a bigger run. But it just kind of threw us into one character and one kind of set of skills. We've got -6 power for some reason. So if I go into 4 damage, it should do nothing. That's very weird. I don't know if that's an issue or if that's how you start, but that's really bizarre. Or if it's just like a hard mode for when you beat the game. But that was Dice Legends. I liked that. I think that Dicey Dungeons is one of my favorite favorite roguelike of the deck builder genre, which, you know, Dicey Dungeons is also kind of a deck builder because you are getting those it's similar to this where you're getting the cards that you put the dice into, only in Dicey Dungeons you kind of equip them in a certain way, and that's your setup. In this game, you actually add them to a deck and it randomly pulls them, right? And so that's another way to do it. It's really, really cool. Is this like super AI art? I mean, I don't care so much, but I think it is. But yeah, I think it's a cool mix. It's a cool mix because I feel Dicey Dungeons, even though I think it did very well, it is underrated. I think it's really, really good and really fun. It really Slay the Spire, Monster Train, you know, these card games they're excellent. Deck builders, even board game deck builders, my favorite one, maybe my favorite board game ever, Aeon's End. Eon's End, these deck builders are just so fun, but they don't get that kind of gambling itch that Dicey Dungeons does. That's the kind of itch that Balatro scratches, but Dicey Dungeons does it so, I think it does it so much better. I love Dicey Dungeons. I think it's honestly one of the best. That's super underrated. This takes that with the dice, but then it has the card drawing as well. So it's a nice balance. You know, you've got to balance those two things, and it's a nice mix. Now the thing is, your wish list is the greats encouragement for me. Greatis. We need a T on the end of there. There's a couple of typos here. It's quite funny. Seems like it's one developer, which is very impressive. Especially all the artwork, the pixel monsters, the attacks and stuff are all very cool. But yeah, I think the main thing is Dicey Dungeons, because it is primarily a dice game. A lot of the cards that you equip are mitigation of that dice, right? Flip this dice over, right? Add this dice +2. Do this, do that. Split a dice in half, right? Add 2 dice together. You have 3 and a 4. It's going to give you a 6 and a 1. It creates both, right? And there's these weird like things. So a lot of the game is mitigation, and then little of the game is actually getting the attacks off, right? And so this game doesn't really do that. It was that card where we got 2 dice from putting 1 dice in. Excellent, super OP, love it. But there wasn't much else that allowed us to mess with the dice. We could keep a dice to the next round and we could re-roll a dice twice, but the cards themselves were very much Slay the Spire-esque game power, game block, attack, right? That kind of focus. And so I guess it's going to be like that because you need to find the balance between the two. This game is trying to be both at the same time. And so you don't want to be all about dice mitigation. You want the Slay the Spire-esque things too. But that means you can really get screwed by dice, right? But then you've got to be careful about what you add to your deck if that's the case. So it kind of actually works itself out in an interesting way. Like, Dicey Dungeons needs the dice mitigation, or it would just be an incredibly annoying random game. Which sometimes it can be. On the harder modes, actually, a lot of them got patched. But in the past, when it first came out, there were a lot of really BS like runs in that game that were just impossible unless you got like really great dice rolls. And you just try it over and over again. But this game, it kind of balances that by you build your deck around it, right? If you're not gonna have, if you need a 6, that limit break, right? It was like, you need a 6, but that's because it's an amazing effect, right? So you need to get lucky, or you need to be able to do something about it. You can save a 6 for when that card comes back around, right? You could keep saving it round to round. So it kind of works itself out by you deck building. Whereas in Dicey Dungeons, once you had your setup, it was very limited. You couldn't, you didn't have cards coming around and coming around. That was your setup for the fight. And so it was very difficult to kind of manage that. So yeah, it kind of just works itself out in a very neat way. I found that very engaging. Dice Legends. I think a lot of people are tired these days now about card games, maybe even dice builders, card deck builders. I'm not as excited when I see one pop up, but I won't shy away from one. I do love them, and I like to see when they're doing something different, right? I don't want to just play another Slay the Spire with the same mechanics but worded differently, right? Or different art style. I want something unique about it. We played Diceomancer last year. That was crazy because you could like change the numbers on the screen, and you had like a mana system that you had to follow by discarding cards and stuff. That was really, really interesting for like actual like TCG fanatics like myself as well. Whereas this one, it doesn't do anything super unique, but it just merges two games together that I've never seen done before. So I really, really liked it. That's Dice Legends. If you like the look of it, I think you can go play this for yourself. I don't think I used a code or anything. I think this was just available as a demo. Let me check. No, I did use a code. So this isn't available. I apologize. But it might be coming available. It probably is dropping. The demo is probably dropping on the Steam Next Fest, which is in like a week. So if you like the look of the demo, add it to the wishlist. Dice Legends, it should pop out maybe in the Steam Next Fest. And if not, says Q2 2025, so it shouldn't be too long of a wait before the game actually drops anyway. But yeah, very, very interesting. It says the game relevant to you, similar to Balatro and Dicey Dungeons. Not similar to Balatro, not similar at all. It's just that Balatro has now, the gravity of the Balatro pull, even though it's a great starter game, it's not a great long-term game, but I feel like it's drawn so many people into the genre that now that's like the Dark Souls of deck building. It's like everything is Balatro. You draw cards, it's Balatro. It used to be Slay the Spire, and now it's just everything's Balatro, even though it makes no sense at all. But yeah, it's a very hard genre to break into, just because of there are these super huge titles that you have to compete with, that are still played, right? It's not like, oh, I played this game in the past. I played Metal Gear Solid, and now I want a stealth game, right? Because I finished it. Well, no, because Slay the Spire, you can just keep playing. That's the thing, right? You can just play it for thousands of hours. And so it's very hard because you have to compete with people that keep playing these like games because of the roguelike nature of them. So I've been rambling for a while now. Dice Legends, a lot of fun. Go check it out as soon as it drops. Yeah, I think that's a really neat mix. I'm trying to see, are those dice real dice? They're not. These are fake dice. These are fake dice. This 5 and this 2 should be opposite each other, because the faces of a dice, the opposite faces of a dice should always add up to the total, like the highest number of the dice plus 1. So the opposite of a 6 is always a 1, the opposite of 2 should be a 5, and the opposite of 4 should be a 3. But here, the opposite of a 2 cannot be a 5 because the 5 is already here. So this dice is a cheater dice. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.